lunch today, I'm cooking the ultimate winter comfort food, coq au vin.
Or chicken with wine. I'm having winemaker Lisa McGuigan over, and I'm hoping she's going to help me match one of her wonderful wines to my dish. People get nervous with French cooking, but this meal is really simple and can be frozen and stored for an easy heat up midweek indulgence.
It's rich and hearty, perfect for a cold winter's day, and a glass of red wine while you cook.
Start by adding bacon pieces to a large casserole pot with 1/2 centimetre of oil, and cook on medium or medium high until lightly browned for around 2 to 3 minutes.
So I've just taken the bacon pieces out of the pot. They've released some of the fat into the pot, and that's what I'm actually going to cook the chicken in the lovely smoky bacon fat. And I'm going to put a little bit more olive oil in the pot, just so I've got enough lubrication to cook all of my chicken pieces. I'm going to put it back on the heat, get it nice and hot. I'm going to get my chicken. At this point, I'm not going to season my chicken. I'm going to season everything later on. I just want to brown it.
Now you can add the chicken, being careful not to crowd the pieces. You may need to work in batches, turning it until the pieces are browned on all sides.
So I'm going to take the last 2 pieces of chicken out, and they're nice and brown. Putting it back on the heat, and then I'm going to add the echallots, and I've also crushed 2 pieces of garlic. So I'm actually going to keep stirring these around until they get a little bit caramelized as well. So I want to get them to take on a bit of a crust like the chicken's got now. And then I'm going to actually put some local brandy in there too.
Carefully pour the brandy into the pot and wait until it's bubbling hot. And if you're brave, ignite the sauce with a mat and let the alcohol burn out, or you can just boil it, it will do the same thing.
So I'm going to add the chicken back in to the pot around the echallots and fit them in snugly. And I'm going to let it cook with the lid on for about 10 minutes. So that's going to start the cooking process.
We need to add some flour now and turn the chicken and onions over so the flour gets absorbed by the sauce.
So I'm just going to put the lid back on and let that cook for a few minutes. And it's just going to cook out the flour. The remaining juice, or the juice that's in there, is going to thicken, and then I'm going to add the stock and the wine.
Remove the pot from the heat and gradually stir and swirl in the wine with enough stock to almost cover the chicken.
So I've just added the rest of the wine. Now I've added Pinot Noir, and I think I'm drinking Pinot Noir, so I might as well use what I'm actually drinking, because I think the better the wine is and the more I'm enjoying it, how good is this dish going to be, and how good is Lisa going to find it because I've actually used her wine.
We're going to add some thyme, some seasoning, and 2 tablespoons of tomato paste.
And that's going to give it a really good richness, so you can see how red from the wine the sauce is already, and then also from the tomato paste.
Next, add the bacon back into the pot. Put the lid back on and cook for 30 to 35 minutes. Then check the chicken and the seasoning. It should be ready.
I let it rest for about another 10 minutes just to infuse all those beautiful flavours in. Just added some baking paper in between the lid and the actual simmering chicken, just so not too much steam escapes, so it cooks evenly and a little bit quicker. And while that's happening, I'm going to saute the mushrooms. I'm going to add them back into, or add them into the sauce. And mix them around.
Now add the chicken back into the sauce and let it simmer. Then I'll add some chopped parsley and slowly work it in.
And it's actually ready. So what I'm going to do is turn it off, let it sit for about 5 minutes while I get some side dishes ready. I'm going to do some green beans and just some lightly mashed potato with some olive oil and parsley. And then I'm going to serve it. No, Lisa's hungry.
Usually when I make this dish, there's plenty left over. So I just take portions, put them into freezer bags, and then the food saver sucks out all the air, making it airtight so I can heat them up tomorrow or even next week.